One, when Mary asked Jesus to do that favor, what was it saying? The first thing that was basically clear from John is that you have to begin somewhere with your ministry. You can't hold it off any longer. So when Jesus asked his mother, what does it have to do with me? She probably gave him the look. You know very well what you're supposed to be doing now. Do it. If he began, what underlies it all? Compassion. Why did Jesus change the water into wine? Because it would have embarrassed the couple. And instead of talking about the camaraderie, the good times that they had, they may have talked about how cheap the bride and groom were, or how everything wasn't proper. So Jesus had compassion. He focused on them. Third, Jesus did it out of pure love. He did it for them. Now, what I'd like us to think about is, how does this wedding of Cana fit into our lives? If it's in the gospel, it does. For us, I'd like us to think about why we do what we do. Many of us, when we were confirmed, we basically told ourselves, God, and the community, I'm ready to begin. I'm ready to begin to fully choose to be a Christian. At that stage, you have no one to blame except for yourself if you do not live the life of a Christian. Because at that stage in our lives, we have to choose. There's no excuses. You can't blame anybody else anymore for not beginning, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Second, if we then choose to follow Christ, what's the motive? Hopefully the motive is compassion for the well-being of others. We don't live the life of a Christian for ourselves, but we live it for the welfare of others. Why do you think a lot of people are helping the people in Haiti? Because they want to be seen? No. Because they need help. As Christians, when we choose to follow Jesus, our motive is always others. And by doing so, we bring life to people, just like our Lord. A life that is based on love, a life that uses our own talents and gifts. So we have a second reading today. When we leave here, choose to follow God. Do it with compassion and use the gifts that God has given you. Not to be showy, but to love. Later on, this wedding feast of Cana will be alluded to the wedding feast of the Lamb. Our lives are a wedding. We are married to God Himself. Jesus is the bridegroom. We are the bride. Thus, because of what we do, like a couple, may we love, may we live and may we give an example to everyone so that they too can be with God.